Test.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Your error is very small, so you have to do
another carry
everything
for Harris.
right. And when you don't, it shows.
Dude.
Think about the games that we lost this year and how we lost them. You think about the games that we won this year and what we did in those games. There is a very clear formula for us to have success. And there's a very clear formula for us not to have success. But the problem is, until we can get it to where it needs to be across the board each and every time, this is kind of what you deal with. The beautiful part about having the quarterbacks are, they are the great equalizer in terms of if this guy is up and down or that guy gets hurt or something goes wrong that wasn't supposed to go wrong, they're typically good enough to say, yo, in spite of all of this,
and now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop
right
it
now,
right out of the
Does Najee have 100 yards right now?
we're having to look and make sure everything else is right. And because we got some other deficiencies, they just get highlighted more so now because of the most important position. We got question marks. And that's this league. That's what we dealing with right now, man. It's foreign to us because with 7 we never had to do it. But this is just a part of evolution, right? He ain't gonna play until he's 370 years old. You know, it's how it goes. You gotta go through your transition and just hope that you can get back sooner than later. I'm sure when we switched from Terry Bradshaw back in the day, people felt the similar type of like, yo, what we doing? This is crazy. It happens, man. And then eventually you get a 7. Alright, so it's like, alright, how long until the next guy comes and shows who it is? Is it me? Is it somebody else? I don't know. But it's like, that's the phase we're in right now. But the sooner we get that taken care of, there's a lot more of these problems, man.
And I think some of our good players aren't as good as we thought. It brings up, the talented players, all this talent that we have. I think some of it's a little bit overrated at this point. And we've had injuries, so combine those two things,
and they will take a knee here.
We're right here.
Perfect storm.
AJ Martinez, shots fired. Pew pew. Let's ride 7. Let's ride to 7. House 7.
He said we going to 7's house. We used 7 in 2024.
Let's ride to 7's house.
Yeah, ride to 7 house. We get
He did say he's done.
Just us against the world and get it done.
Like even if we called him or something. I don't know though. If we just talked to him,
Get away on the road, doesn't matter the opponent. Get out of there like you stole something. They did in this one.
And somehow we're still in the playoffs.
Alright. No, he looked bad, but we still won.
No, what he said was his legs are hurt. He's like,
so
my arms
this one in the win
my
column
legs
for
are
the
hurting.
Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle.
So if that's the case, it was out of the man's mouth. I think we gotta let the man live.
Right out the horse's mouth, man. He said it.
He said it.
Ain't no speculation. He said that.
If he said,
oh yeah, brother.
Hurt, but,
Oh yeah, brother.
That's what I mean. Legs are hurting, but if there was serious interest,
My boy
His
Kenny,
legs hurt today.
this was a Super Bowl team.
His legs hurt today.
They needed me.
You know how it go. Joe Flacco, I'm sure his legs hurting too. He was like, hold on, I kind of like this situation. You know what?
A2A style. I'm willing to let 14 go. Draft another receiver because those are dime a dozen.
Bam, fellas.
Culture's more important than any of the antics, and that goes for that's immature.
He actually had a couple more. I was gonna say.
Bam, fellas. Okay, go to YouTube. YouTube Studio. Who just texted me? What is it? Content. What? Earn, okay. What? Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay.
If we wanted to knock him, yeah, because I think he did him right back to back. So I was like,
Yeah.
damn, I thought we reacted to the joints,
Let
man.
me read them. I'll take AB back right now. We need to stop drafting men who wear purses, period.
I too
Did AB do that at all?
Oh man.
Did AB rock the, what'd you call it? The carry-over or whatever?
It's a satchel, or, you know, it's in a man bag. But I actually don't think he did at the time. He might do now. You know, now everybody's fashion now. But back then, no, I think back then it was just Juju.
That was the old AB.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, it'd be like old Kanye. You know how it is.
Claypool definitely did, right?
Yeah.
He wore the satchel.
Yeah.
GP does? The dude has a point right here. A2A style might have a point with all this. That needs to be our pre-draft interview. Our whole process.
Are you a satchel guy?
Yep.
What if he's a fanny pack guy? How do
I
you
think
feel
that
about fanny
that
packs?
counts too.
Oh, okay. I was how we feel about those, man?
Can't draft those dudes either.
Y'all really ain't digging it. I felt like I was attacked personally. I'm like, yo. But then I remember I wasn't drafted. Y'all ain't drafted. I got passed over. All right, so Buffalo, I said I could wear my man first. I'm all right.
Again.
Yeah, man.
You didn't wear it that early though, did you?
I did not. No, I did not, man. I done fell into the new generation. Blame the young receivers, man. All right, blame them.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay, I just want to be like Juju. That's why I wore mine. It's Louis. So they say it's cool.
He's got a point.
Receivers do appear to be, I don't want to say dime a dozen, but receivers low-key about to turn to the new running backs. We joke about that in terms of how it just seems like every year is a different crop of them, and they don't even have to be first rounders, and they can just come in and still have success.
Top 3 receivers this year doing really good.
Mm-hmm.
What's Smith and Jiglet doing though with Seattle?
He was still cooking.
Yeah,
He was still doing well
he's
out
been
there.
doing good. And then
Tank
obviously
Dell was cooking before he
Zay
got hurt.
Flowers, Jordan Addison,
Yeah.
they've been good.
Rasheem Rice has been doing his thing out there in Kansas City.
He hasn't been bad.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember where he was drafted. Was he second, third round?
It was second, wasn't it? But it was second. So yeah.
That dude up in the Packers that I kind of shit on whenever we
Watson.
were previewing the game. No, the rookie Brown, right? From Michigan State.
Jaden.
Yeah,
He's doing well. Absolutely.
dude from the team we just played, Downs. Having a decent
Josh
season.
Downs, yeah.
I'm with 828 though. It's more about the culture stuff.
The culture is legitimate, man.
Like, for real. Like, if we get an OC that knows what he's doing, he could get some of these guys over. He can figure it out.
Yeah.
You get one of these Shanahan schemes in here,
I'm with you, bro.
he can figure it out. Jonathan Stevens, Mitch couldn't even make a JV level throw on that interception. Overthrow by 10 yards. And we're talking about the wide receiver effort. Why? The QB sucks.
Can both things
This
be
is
true?
exactly what I'm talking about though. If he's type of mentality, like you don't want that here. You don't.
Because that's a loser's mentality. And the reason why it's a loser's mentality is, man, mistakes are going to happen. People are going to make bad plays. It is what it is. But if I can't trust that you're going to do what you're supposed to do every single time with your effort, I can't trust you. And if I can't trust you, how am I going to give you my all? How am I going to know that you're going to do what you're supposed to do, that you're going to make that block from me? Why would I want to throw you the ball if I'm worried about, are you going to get mossed? Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's some of the stuff that you got to ask yourself as well.
Well, we did get mossed.
I know. But remember, that can't happen. If you throw it up to him, he's always going to catch it. And we talk about combat catches and why we say they're 50-50 balls. It's like, that's the 50-50 part of it. It's like, yeah, it's great when you're catching it until you don't. Now it's turnover. But you pick and choose, like you said, when you want to play hard. Regardless, it's like, I don't care about the QB sucking. What does that got to do with your effort? What does that got to do with you as a professional? And if you, as a professional, don't hold yourself to that standard, that's the reason why the league average is 2.5 years. Because a lot of people that are very, very, very talented, man, but they pick and choose when they want to have the effort. They pick and choose when they want to show up for work. They pick and choose when they want to sacrifice and study and do things they're supposed to do.
And we're underway on EA
I was never the most talented dude, but I've seen a lot of very talented dudes not last long in this league because of that type of mindset, baby. So, obviously, you're not Pickens, but just in the case of that combo, that mindset, it's like, yo,
I'm about to check TJ's stats. This is our run committee, and I just sold.
Right there, man. So hopefully Pickens does not have that.
Oh
Hopefully
no.
it is not
Oh
allowed
no. Wait, how is T. Higgins not a superstar in this?
Because if that truly is the case, then yeah, he's going to have a very, very rough time doing this thing professionally. Because there's always going to be some records. There's always going to be stuff that doesn't work your way, or this player might not be good, or your best guy got hurt, so now he's out there. Supposed to quit. That's the message, though, that he's sending, so to speak. Not so to speak. That's the message that he is sending when he keeps putting that type of stuff on tape. If I catch the ball, I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm a great guy. If I don't get the ball, I'm pouty, I'm pissy. I don't want to block. That's what's on tape. Damn the quarterback. That's what he's putting on tape, man. Ain't a lot you can talk about with that, man. Ain't a lot you can be defending with that, man. So before we point this way, this is what we always say. Look at that internal spot, man. You start saying, hey, man, if I'm
It's gonna be a hard game for whoever's guarding that guy.
Before I start talking about him and him and him, same with the quarterback, same with the O-line, same with the defense, man. But that's the team concept. That's the mentality that you gotta have if you want to really have a chance to win something. Take all this in that together, man. And when you hear people say nobody's bigger than the team, this is what we're referring to. Because your messaging right now implies that he is bigger than the team. Because he's so talented that this quarterback don't mess. If the quarterback do what he's supposed to do, man, you above approach. You ain't got to worry about chasing that ball, bro. QB sucks, man. Take your time. Save your energy. Now how that sound?
Yeah, and this is why I think it's a big deal for the culture, because if you're doing this when it's bad, when things are bad, you're dealing with adversity. Quarterback
TJ, bro, it's you, man. I really like TJ is just not letting that touchdown happen.
Because, well, yeah, not only that, but good from a standpoint, like, all right, we're back. But, like, naturally, within that good, it's not going to be bad. There's going to be adversity. Like, what's it going to be like when we're down 10 points? And maybe the quarterback, whoever it is, our franchise quarterback, is sucking a little bit in that franchise. Are you seeing it? Yeah, you just...
That's what you put on tape. So this is how these combos start. Think about it, man. We had never had a combo.
Yeah, and you're right about the money. Yeah, you're right. I mean,
because we say the money does not change you. It does not change you. Speaking from experience. Thank the Lord. It don't change you. It just amplifies what you already are. If you have piss poor energy, piss poor attitude, when you get paid, them dudes just be worse. Have bigger piss poor attitude, bigger piss poor mentality, man. If you was a hard-working dog before you got paid, you can be a hard-working dog once you get that check. It's not going to change anything, man. But these are the things when you talk about to have that long-term commitment to go forward. These are the conversations. These are the evaluations.
I just threw a pick.
Just like I said, as an alumni, looking at a young player, it's like, bro, man,
I did not realize they were rolling
right
coverage
now,
soon.
man, because this stuff you can't undo. The same way when we bring up Chase Claypool.
see, it's almost the
Think about
exact
when we
same
bring up
stuff.
Chase Claypool,
It
man.
really is.
As talented as Chase Claypool is, we will bring him up, and the first thing we think of is all the nonsense that came with him, bro.
And first 2 years,
Man,
you're like, oh, he's talented.
bro.
He just,
He could be a top receiver.
yeah, he just details his work, works on his route running, this and that. He can be so good. He never did that. And it was just still more nonsense.
Hey,
And look where he is
but
now.
we made plenty of excuses for him, right? There was plenty of times where it's like, yo, just throw the chick.
Get him the ball more.
Just throw the ball.
Keep throwing.
He'll be straight. It'll be all right. He keep falling. It's all right. Good change. Just get him all. All right.
Here's Browning.
But like I said, I do feel like the kid can be good, though, man.
I agree. Stealing Claypool. That's good.
It's like, bro, you gotta be careful with this, man.
And that's why I'm sooner to, I guess, be okay with moving off of Pickens, because I literally just got to witness it with Claypool.
They go play action
It's like,
here on
dude,
first down.
We need to get back to the steal away.
So the pitch and catch. And this one's going to go the
steal
wrong
away.
way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
AJ Martinez, bring in Baker. We're doomed. I'm a fan of ROD.
Shout out to Baker, man. Baker got he cooking on there in Tampa, man. He got him another dub this week.
Oh, he had a big game.
Baker was in his bag, bro. You know Baker gonna get to you now.
Who are the names that are going to be brought up? It's going to be Baker
this
for
week,
sure.
you would get Baker, you would get...
I'm not even talking.
Jesus.
I'm actually more talking about the quarterbacks.
There's so much separation, bro.
Fields, Baker, Kirk.
That's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Don't even bring up Jimmy G.
You think they say Dobbs?
At the
I hope
26
not.
yard
Well, he could be the backup.
Yeah, like-
The backup. I don't even know about that at this point. After those last 2 games.
Short throw to Smith.
But I'm like, those are the type of...
He could transition to his next level part. He could either pick Nassau or just be a
Completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Yeah, maybe he'll do that.
Stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one finds the ground.
That was a problem. And then drafted. Yeah, drafting.
That brings up second down.
That's what I'm gonna have to be dealing with.
Third down.
I gotta get over the checkpoint. I gotta get over the checkpoint of free agency. Okay, let's not sign any of those guys. And then I got an easy case for the draft of contracting. Yeah, like let's focus on building up this O-line, building up this defense, and then see what Kenny can do. Year 3, new OC, get the keys over to a guy, you know, offensive-minded, Shanahan type of guru, or you bring in Whipple. You go all in with Pickett's guy there. You just give him that 1 year.
This is your year.
You give him that year.
Low-key, shout out the Night Rider 16. He brought up Tyrod Taylor. Now, he said he's better than Pickett. I didn't go there because you know how I feel about my dog Tyrod. I ain't go there. But I think that would also be a legitimate veteran option to back up because we know he would come in on backup, and I think he would actually be a great backup quarterback for a guy like him. Very mature. You know he's never going to try to push to jump him in terms of.
I thought you said the opposite like a year ago. He was going to come in and
a year ago, it was a different conversation than what we have right now. I'm saying for the situation we're in right now, and not trying to be funny, just really being for real, it's like, yo, he would definitely be a good backup. Very mature, has already started in this league, has won in this league, took a team to the postseason. I told you that. He low-key, he might have got a Pro Bowl that year too on some weird, like,
I think he
did, bro. But it's like, in terms of his temperament, low-key, he's not about to come and be a loud guy, but he's a dude that will be able to come here and be a leader. He's been on championship teams, you know what I mean? So it's like, he was in Baltimore when they won that Super Bowl with Joe Flacco. He was their backup. From there, he went to Buffalo, became the starter, broke the playoff, drove for 20 years, and got a Pro Bowl out of that. And then from there, he'd be the guy that makes all backup quarterbacks get better. Baker Mayfield, Justin Herbert. See what I'm saying? Just trying to go to that well again. Danny Dimes even started playing back. Come on, bro. It ain't no surprise, man. He's one of them dudes. Very mature. He gonna push you, and he got drip. He wears man purses also. I'm throwing it out there. He's like, he's like,
I was down.
Yeah, because he's like, yeah, he's like, he's fashion week. Like, he's really into that. But of all these considered, bro, I would much rather deal with that than the social media, right? The TikTok and all that. Like, he chill on that, but he fashion. He gonna come up with he gonna put it on now. That's what he do. But mobile, can make the throws. That's it, man. I don't think it would hurt. I think that would help your guy out the best, too.
Yeah, sure, that wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, because I think Kirk, that's a different combo.
I think that's stupid too.
If we bring in Kirk,
the amount of money
QB too, right?
The amount of money you're putting towards him. Mm-hmm. Whereas what we just thought, I'd rather build up the whole team and just get a good line.
He's way cheaper too.
Tyro.
Cheaper
than Mitch too.
Cheap, yeah.
A2A style. The way this season has gone, I wouldn't be surprised if 2 play like he should have got a start.
Can we guard this guy, man?
Sam Mason unleashed.
23 yards on the play.
See what he does, man. It's Christmas time. Rudolph saving Christmas, they're saying.
On first and 10.
They can do that all day. You can get that all game long.
Incomplete.
Really 92. Wide receiver room hasn't been the same since Coach Man.
Man, shout out to Coach Man. Absolutely, man.
That was a nice play right there, but overall,
Now hold on.
has been an absolute disaster.
Daryl Drake passed, but
Maybe that's who
I
starts.
was saying because Leslie Mann was here with AD and them cats. He was my coach. He was the coach when I was here. You know, said the Alec Cook cat, man. Yeah. Whereas Drake was when we passed during training camp.
Yeah.
And that was a couple years ago.
Kel Turner. Do we closely train backups, or are they step kids?
Nah. This is the National Football League, so it's like this weird dynamic of we gonna give you some reps, but you're supposed to be a professional. Meaning this, off season, if it's 12 reps, Deke the starter, Deke gonna get 6 reps. I'm the number 2 guy. I'm gonna get 4 reps. My number 3 gonna get the final 2 reps. When this the season though, man, Deke get 10 of them 12. I'm the back gonna get 2. This cat right here, he big boy one of them practice squad boys to get a rep. You feel me? If he wants to get work. Otherwise, he's just gonna sit here and get out of shape, go dormant, and then whenever his opportunity is called, he's not gonna be ready to go and get exposed. That's typically how it works. So that's what we always say. If you're the backup, you better get your visual rep game going, and you better make sure you're doing all the cardio on your own. Because there is no guarantee that you will ever get a practice rep. But if Deke goes down on the first play of that game, guess what? You will look for 80 of them snaps, and you better look like you know what you're doing. Gosh, there's a lot of dudes that get out the league quick because of that, too. They think, man, this dude never going to get hurt, or they think, I'm never going to get a chance. Until it happens.
Died.
Now you out there playing defense for a whole half the football, and you're like, oh my God. And yeah, you don't get a second chance.
See the Nation on Fire? I met Jalen Elliott.
Okay, that was the Jalen we talking about.
Name looks vaguely.
Yeah. Jalen was here. Because I always. This was 2 years ago, I feel like, with him. I don't know, though. I could be off.
Mike T gonna have them guys doing suicides and everything in the book to get these guys straight.
Seriously, man. But then at the same time, it's like you can only do but so much because we have rules based on how much you can keep us there in that building through the PA. So when we started talking about certain things, it's the reason why, you know, when Coach T was busy, he was like, we're gonna put it in pads. And that was like a big deal because honestly, in season, man, it ain't a lot that you can do. You can't have me out there on that field longer than 2 hours, 30 minutes. You know why? Because it's a camera run. It has 0 to do with that coach, 0 to do with your team. That camera goes right back to the office, man. All right, and when they start seeing, oh, they out there when they supposed to be, 100K fine, another big fine, draft pick. So yeah, you can't do but so much. So yeah, you're gonna try to get him when you can, but
yeah.
You see,
Let's go.
You just kind of gotta, figure that thing out.
A2A style, you'll like this, Steve. I'm now convinced KP8 is better than Mitch.
Yeah, it is.
I wish this wasn't the way it happened. I wanted Mitch to do really good. But yeah, there you go. Mitch has bad mechanics. The back foot throw be killing us. Is he trying to be like Jay Cutler out there or something? Then he said on the pick that he threw the ball where he last saw the receiver. Wouldn't that be behind him, SMH?
So, I know on the one pick he got hit. So I know that was not that thing.
Talking about the last one. Yeah, the one was picking to him off.
So was that the one when Mitch got hit then?
I don't know.
I know one of them Mitch got hit. One he just missed. One was like a flat miss. Like bad mechanic just missed.
Yeah, that was probably the last one. Then. The one he missed was the slant. He just completely over. Fourth quarter.
Yeah.
He had 2.
Yeah, I know. The one was a deep ball.
Yeah.
Because the other one was a deep.
Which one?
It was like a deep.
You're asking which one he got hit on? I don't know.
One of them he got hit on. One of them he got hit on and he threw it and down over. I think it was the second pick. I want to say the first one I thought it was his footwork. Okay. Yeah. But in terms of why he said what he said about I threw last where I saw him at, I was saying it was because of that. Like literally, he still was out there, but the dude did like hit him right there.
Kel Turner, 2 interior D-line against the run is unproductive.
He said,
2 interior D-line against the run is unproductive.
Yeah, you talking on the 12-play drive. Yeah, that's after they rotated through base and all the other personnel groupings, and we're still having speed tackles and nose tackles not doing what they're supposed to do. So you start getting in these situations where it's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 is a very hard ball to defend against. You typically go nickel, which is why you take off with an alignment in terms of interior guys, and you bring an extra wide or extra DB because the coach at times, even on that 12 play where they running the ball, they were still doing it out of passing personnel groupings. But they can do that because they were good on first down. So if you're on base defense on first down and they pick up have 7 because your LBs and your interior D linemen aren't fit the run with you're supposed to, what do you keep doing, right? So that was part of why they were making adjustments. Problem was, man, when you get that and at those positions, it is what it is. We talked about the different safeties, and then when them safeties went down, how that affected the linebackers, the nickel corner, and everybody else included, right?
Why is this guy like... Oh my god, I was picked by KZ.
Specifically what you was talking about.
We got A2A staff saying, I watched 2 AFC North football games this weekend, the Vikings, Bengals, and Bears, Browns. I realized that we don't play AFC North ball anymore. That's what we're missing. We're bad right now.
That's a good way to start the drive.
I say, when you're not playing well, I mean, we can call it what we want to call it. Just like, yo, we just ain't playing well right now, man.
Yeah, we just happen to play in the AFC.
So, like, we gonna act like that Bengals and Browns both could have lost their games? Make a strong case that they should have lost their games.
Should have lost.
Not even know nothing, yeah, like. But I get it. We lost. That's what comes with it, man. Definitely comes with it, baby.
Yeah, this is what you leave yourselves up and relying on Bengals.
Kenny, man. Kenny's over that kid.
Mike Good, hey Moats and Dig, we lost, but life goes on. Headed west with White Bee to see my son and family for Christmas. Merry Christmas to all, and hope we win next week. Cheers.
Hey man, cheers to you, and I appreciate you. I hope you enjoy your holidays, man. I told you, I was like not in the mood for Christmas or any holiday stuff due to the losses that me and my fam endured. But man, we fighting this thing, alright? So I'm glad that you said Merry Christmas, that you turned up the culture, alright? Cause I'm right there with you. I'm Christmas side. That's why I had the red and blue in there too. Cause they had red sweater day in school for Christmas, and there's the only red I had.
Red sweater.
Yeah, it was like Christmas. It was red or green, but I was like, yeah, bro.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the
Christmas
football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
The answer's still no. International. I caught it weeks ago. I said, make an example out of these receivers who ride through after when things don't go their way. We don't. And now it's a regular occurrence.
Yes, but at the same time, you have to remember that this isn't, you know, a business where you're just making those type of moves without consequence. In this industry, man, it's not how it works. If it was that cut and dry, I mean, sure, it'd be great, but this is professional sports, man. We see, man, this is not how that ever goes. And it takes a lot for your talented young draft picks or even the high-paid guys to ever get to a point where you're filling them out because of this type of stuff. I get it though. And trust me, man, if we had other options, that's the other part. You throw them out there, but while you're trying to win, because let's also not forget, people's gonna holler about 500 people regardless, right? Offense don't look good. If it was week 2, we had George Pickens on the sideline for effort, and we lost. And the offense looked bad. Y'all still gonna holler about 500, right? So that's the reason why they don't be just pulling the cats out like that, man. Because leave some jobs on the line, man. It's families at stake. We don't got no consequences. That's why we holler, man. Fire him, pull him out, just sit him down. If he gonna have like that, sit your $18 million receiver down. And put who out there? And my job's still on the line, and y'all still gonna holler about fire these guys. That's the business side I'm talking about right there, man. Not saying that it's right, but that's the reality, yeah, unfortunately.
Night Rider 16 dropped to 50.
Shout out to Night Rider. Yo,
Wow.
man, salute you from the heart. We definitely appreciate you too, man.
Much you think the lack of culture stems a little from the roster turnover. It's hard to build chemistry when most players don't stay past the deal. The old teams kept guys intact.
Yeah, absolutely.
And drafting some of the wrong players.
Yeah, because part of the reason why we don't have a lot of our rookies still there is because when you draft somebody and we don't feel like it fits culturally or the production isn't there, what is the incentive to retain? So that's part of what we've been dealing with. And yeah, so the other part is when you deal with roster turnover, this is normal, but more importantly, we've done roster turnover before. We just didn't have to do it at the quarterback spot. Think about it. 7 was here for 18 seasons. The average career span, as I keep saying, is 2.5 years. I played here for 4 years, and that felt like a long time, right? Think about 18 years. 4. Think about how many different regimes. I think about how many different teammates I had in 4 years. It's like,
how is that like
that's a lot of changes.
not pressure? Like TJ's right there.
Player, you can survive it. It doesn't hurt you as much. And then when you pay him and he really shows that he's worth it, it really doesn't hurt anything. But right now, that's the biggest question mark for us. Until you get that settled, the rest of this stuff is going to look how it looks at times. Because the most important position is still open.
We're at 640.
Alright. I shot a text.
Let's get you the AB for wide receiver.
Hey, he was kicking the gym to pick it.
AJ Martinez, 5'5". That's my old Cochino picture. Let's go 5'5".
Word? Okay. Let's go. Hey, who's fine with you?
A2A style, as much as Mike T irks me sometimes, I realize that you just can't bring in any coach in this division because of the AFC North football is real. It's different, and I saw it in the Bengals and Browns games. You have to have a certain kind of coach to win here.
I would agree. And this division is, like we said, the black and blue division, man. But the players typically reflect that also. And that's part of the culture conversation that multiple players have talked about, alumni have talked about. That's what we kind of looking at. You're like, man, all right, it's a certain type of thing that takes place in this division. We don't do it like how they do it over there. But you also got to be willing to lock in on it. And if you're not, it will show.
Sean McCartney, I like going BPA and with first, but if we go line in the first, would you rather get a guard or get a right tackle and bump Broderick back to left?
Honestly, I'll probably go.
Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Man, I look, you want to go guard, save you some money, and then
maybe bring Dawson back.
I'm simply saying, if I can
put him at right guard,
I would free up some money that way.
He's not coming back though.
What would be his point?
Steeler fan girl.
Oh, all right. Wait, he was a diehard fan. You're right. So
redemption.
No, he was a fan. So in that case, you do got a guarantee. You got a chance. You legit got a chance. It's just weird because we don't think of it as a job. We think of it as this is a team that we love. Who wouldn't want to come back and play for this team? Imagine if you was working a job and they fired you, bro. And now they struggling after they fired you, and you got on. You hot now.
And right now, if you're on defense, you don't want it to go to great.
Like, what?
They have to just change up coverages and
but if you're a fan,
but if you're a fan, it's a difference.
That's what you're saying.
Right,
there is legitimate.
Yeah, because now you're like,
push your right guard.
Right, because I still love you. Like, I think of how
What?
Dawson redemption. You know what? I think he follows me on Twitter. Maybe I'll have him up. I'll wait till the season ends.
I was locked in, man.
I'll hit him up after the season.
You got his jersey.
Dawson. You still have his jersey? You gonna come back? I do.
Yeah. And you was the first one. Like,
I think I'm the only one,
bro. Yeah.
No custom 69 jersey.
Like on some freaky freak, like the
Dawson 69 jersey. Stay breezy. Overhaul the offense. Bring back Mike Munchak. Haley said he'll be open to coming back. Extend Najee though, and no.
You lost D.
I'm with TG on this.
You lost D.
On the trade block.
Yo, sit up.
On the trade block. He does not want to do it. I think that'll be more of a mutual parting play right there.
He looks tired of it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he is, but I can understand. Like, he does. Just, yeah. It happens,
There's
man.
a guy on the Jets roster I have frequently brought up, Abanikanda. Maybe trade for him, but yeah, Warren's going to be our main guy. But I think you need to bring in a compliment to him too. But get that guy in the 5th round, like most other teams do. Man.
Why doesn't let me click on and pick it, bro? Why doesn't it let me?
He's been good, but just the value you could have gotten. I was wrong on that too. My takes suck. A lot of them did, but
nah, man, he's still a good player. Let's not like he's not a good player. He's a good player.
Dude.
I would put that one in. Deep's negative case. I gotta put it in that category. I know. You can make the case back-to-back 1,000-yard years. It's gonna get close to 1,000 yards this year.
At the time that he was drafted, bro, it's like you fit what we needed. You just they said you're over. That was the big issue. The issue was
I would have brought back that.
we do this every time. We're so ready to be get over the other dude, that we're ready to crown this guy before he ever does anything the other dude does. We do it every single time. We was pissed off with David. We try to say it was you. We try to say it was me Claypool. It was DJ. Now it's potentially GB. You know what I mean? Whenever we don't let man run again, right? L belt. Man, we got James Conner now. All right, James. All right, man, we got Najee now. Like, nah, they ain't
Looking back, we should have brought back James Conner. That was a good mutual party. Yeah. He was getting hurt too much here. Would have went Creed Humphrey for sure. Definitely know how to draft Kendrick Green in the third. Still draft him. That's
Oh my God, bro! They made Kenny so bad.
But he also says Sayamalu and Sayamalu. He's saying extend Sayamalu. We got him for like 2 or 3 years. Stick with Kenny next year. Cut 10.
Pickett back to the air on second down.
I wonder what the deal is with Pepe. I wouldn't mind asking that.
I like him in this safety slot corner, bro. I think he does well.
Ethan Leach, I truly do believe in Mike. We've been riddled with injuries, revolving door quarterback, 4th string DBs, coming 2 years off of a Hall of Fame quarterback. Change the staff and let's see. Yeah, give him an opportunity to make it right.
He's Kenny. Yep.
Don't cut it in the middle of the transition.
Yeah, because what you have here with Tomlin is objectively a good coach. If you get rid of Tomlin, the chances are, just based off other teams that do the whole
24-20
coaching you're not going to be successful with the new coach. You're not going to be bringing on a good coach that's going to be around here long term. So my thing is, why not stick with the good coach you have, even though things aren't how we want them to be? Why don't you stick with him? We know he's a good leader, man. He's a good NFL head coach, objectively. Stack him up to any of the current coaches right now. His resume's there. Even stack him up to Coach Cowher. Like, whenever things were going bad with Cowher, I think it was a losing season, an 8-8 season, 9-7. We extended him. Like, Tomlin hasn't even done that. Tomlin hasn't even had a losing season. Give that man the opportunity to make things good, because things have gone wayward. We have lost our way. There's not this grand excuse for it. It's like, yeah, he's the head of all. You could go individually, game by game, like that. This isn't really Tomlin's fault. This is more on the players. But when you add it all up, these last 3-4 seasons, 2023, yeah, blame him. It's not been good. But at the same time, we still haven't had a losing season. One of these times we snuck into the playoffs. So if that's the worst we've got, if that's like the rock bottom for the Tomlin era, now we'll see how this season plays out. It's like we've given Cowher an extension. We let him turn things around when he was
ready to cut.
Chuck Noll only had one 10-win season. You know, there's 10, 11 years from the 80s after the 4 Super Bowls. Now, Chuck Noll's different. He had 4 Super Bowls. I think you give him as much leeway as you want. It's Chuck Noll.
Bro, they talking about 5 minutes.
Come on, dude. What the heck?
Right.
Everything works every time. The point of running quick suggestions.
Like, if John Harbaugh was on the other
No sense, bro.
and we had a head coaching vacancy, I would be the first to say we need to hire John Harbaugh. He's a good coach. Sean Payton. I think even Bill Belichick. That's a good coach. Hire a good coach.
Why'd I
But like, we already have one of those good coaches, like subjectively good coach here. And it's not like we're extending him for 4 or 5 years. It's just like, let him run out the contract. And this will be his 3rd year without Steelers Hall of Fame at quarterback position. Give him a chance to make things right. I think some of the decisions that have been made, obviously, haven't been awful. Fired Canada, but, like, dude, you got a good coach. Let's see what happens. I say you go 1 more year.
Finish out the contract, man.
It doesn't have to be too complicated. I mean, it kind of just makes common sense. You got a good coach. He's got 1 more year on his contract. Don't you want to make sure that he's lost the culture, he's lost the locker room, or it's stale to that point? Like, I just don't think we're completely there.
Typically, yes, I do think, bro, if you do make a move to the point, you just into what is already a ton of variables that we about to be having this offseason. But it just depends on who the person is. To me, I'm rocking with him at least to finish out the contract, and then after that we see what's up.
How many yards does this guy have? We're about to kill some Buddy in
that's right.
Florida.
The losing in the playoffs. That matters the absolute most. I
Let's see
forgot.
it.
They care about the losing in the
113. I
playoffs.
feel
The
like he
fact that we
has
have
2,000.
That's not good either. I mean, it's legit.
But they care about that more than regular season. So I get if that's how they view it. I don't personally think that those two things. I don't think they can't operate exclusively. I think that you can be upset about the lack of playoff success, but still acknowledge the fact that he's still.
He's always got the best of the next year.
That's the thing. It's more so you got the Tomlin supporters that won't acknowledge the lack of playoff success, and then you got the Tomlin haters that only look at playoffs and just disregard everything else. You like both of y'all look stupid at times, man.
I think it's a legitimate conversation, but I think
there's pros and cons.
The people that want Tomlin fired like right now or want him fired like 2-3 weeks ago, I think just completely overlook anything good the man has done, or just overlook that he can get it right or he's a good coach, which I don't think is true.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time.
So yeah, 8-2 style. The Bengals and the Browns had the exact same play that led to a winning score.
I don't know the play, but all right. Boy, 650. All right, let's.
Good.
Maybe we had a little speed on that.
We should 7 or 8.
We can be done by 7.
Okay. International. At what point does Warren start? Should have been 5 weeks ago.
Seriously.
Najee's vision cone is worse than Mike Vick's.
You know that's my quarterback. Yeah, I ain't going with that one.
Is he talking about it, Madden?
Oh no.
Was it that?
Because Madden was.
His wasn't that bad. Was it that bad?
Let me get Vic in no point. Yeah, let me get Vic. Let me go back to that Madden. When you undercover that Madden and do all that cool.
They didn't start till 06 though.
Oh hell yeah. I'm telling you now, I'm like,
Peyton Manning and Brady.
I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
I ain't tripping on it. I still like Vic in the game. I bet I watch you with it.
Gani Sana 7. Teddy Bench is done here. I would. With his limited opportunities, he's shown that he can no longer play quarterback at this level. Wishing him the best going forward. Hashtag Sabotage69. Yep, Sabotage69. Bring him back. Make amends.
Me personally, Mitch is going to get another opportunity because he plays quarterback in the National Football League and he's still very talented. We might have personal opinions on him, but there are not a lot of people that walk around this earth that can throw the ball better than Mitch. That's just the reality of it. We realize there's 32 teams in the league and we go down that list and stuff like that, but
I'll be a backup. It's not here because we're paying him X amount of money.
But why do you think we paid him that money? Yeah, it's like we gotta get that money to Mason. Both of those free agents at that time. It's like, yo. So I get your feelings about him, and I'm sure a lot of people have feelings about him. But that's that position. Yeah, he'll get another shot.
Oh no.
Another shot.
Yep, PI, give me that, baby.
Tribune at 17. Thomas' ability to always mess up the call, especially that decision to punt instead of kicking the field goal, never ceases to amaze me. Outcoached again.
I mean, you was gonna say that regardless of that decision, because you said outcoached. Yeah. So that's already been your mindset, baby. Don't act as if that one call changed how you was gonna view it. You know that ain't the case. But
oh my God, that
get
could
your
have been
reaction after the fact. It's kind of like me and D, right? He look at it and he's like, yo, man, I'm kicking that field goal. I'm looking at him like, yo, if you kick the field goal and it makes it great. I get why you punted though. Both sides, I can understand. But if you miss the field goal, what's the difference between you missing it versus you putting it and you have a 12-play drive? It's a bad scenario. So it is what it is, but I get it. If that's what you wanted to use as your, this is definitely it. I watched the game. Cool. That's fine.
Let's go, U-Dub. D-Bush heading from the outside the club when he can't even get double-digit tackles. How are you going to hate when he can't even get in the club?
Was it confirmed that was directed this way? Because I know people went crazy. I'm like, bro, you should put some emojis up there. I don't be as in tune to it.
I don't know what was concerned.
Yeah.
Justin Bosley has joined the upper end.
Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Baby.
Let's go, U-Dub. In regards to receivers being divas, I hate to break it a lot to you, but our receivers divas in one way or another. They had it in college long enough to get drafted. The age of guys like Hines are over.
Yeah, that's very true, man. It's very true. And I think you still got some guys that can give you some semblances of the OG style, but yeah, this is a different time that we're dealing with, man.
Fitzgerald. That's a dime deal. Andre Johnson.
It's been bidded, bro.
AJ Martinez says, I like 8 if he's weighing 235. Solid muscle.
What is that?
For beatings.
What is that throw?
So you gotta give him a little bigger. Give him that Brady point.
He only wants to not draft the QB because he's scared of Daniel Penix or Jordan Travis beating Kenny out.
Say, boy, you got some heat coming in.
It's a waste of the draft.
Got some heat coming in, man. You got some heat. Jordan trying to be a minute, bro, man, that late. Coming off the injury. No, man. Yeah. Just bring him in the building, see what happens.
Keebler's Keys. Give me Jaden and someone from DeMarco or Shanahan's tree.
Okay.
Bullshit.
I saw he's skipping his bowl game.
Oh, man.
NFL locked in.
Smart man. Don't waste your time there. What you got? You ain't got nothing to prove, man.
Erie Mind Mob, what's Yin's record prediction? Do we make the playoffs?
Technically,
are we guaranteed to go 9-8?
Technically, my prediction is still in play.
Is 9-8 guaranteed? Is it just written?
It is inevitable, isn't it? It is inevitable.
I mean, I'll go 10.
I've been on
let's
10
go
and 7.
Mason, 10-7. Just sling it out.
Listen, until my pick can't be all the way available, I'm gonna keep riding with my 10 wins. Okay.